here's what I would say if you're not happy with your leadership and you don't know where to go with that. I want to remind you that we're in a people business. In networking, we're in a people business. So what that means to me from a leadership perspective is I'm reminded almost daily in my interactions with my teammates and with customers that I have a long ways to go. I've got a lot to learn. As a leader, I still have a lot of skills to develop, a lot of the finer points to figure out. And so with that in mind, I'd ask you, when you're looking at your leaders and you're evaluating, your level of satisfaction or your experience with your leaders, I'd encourage you to exercise much grace, because the fact is, to be qualified in networking, you pretty much got to be a person and interested, right? Because we're in a people business. And so that means there's a wide variety of personalities that come into this business, which means that as a leader, you get to deal with all those different personalities. And you have to try to figure out how to inspire all those different personalities, how to coach and correct all those different personalities, how to be a support to all those different personalities. And so from the perspective of somebody who's not happy with their leadership, keep in mind that that's the challenge that your leader is faced with. And I know for certain within probably the last week in my business, I've got people that have given me praise that I don't think I've necessarily merited. And I've got people that are not happy with me. And I'm not sure how merited that is either. But I do know that as a leader, I get forced with and you as a leader in your business, get forced with the position of not always being popular, and having to say difficult things, do difficult things, and having to be flexible and deal with all sorts of different personalities. So anyway, guys, that's what to do if you're not happy with your leadership is, first of all, extend grace. Second, have some understanding. As a part of that, have some understanding that your leader's having to deal with all sorts of different personality types. And third, this is the big thing. When you got into this business, did you get into it because you rely on somebody else do you rely on somebody else for the success of your business? Do you? Absolutely not. You don't. And so if you have a complete absence or lack of leadership in your business, guess what it's time for? It's time for you to be the leader, whether you feel ready for that, whether that's what you wanted, whether that's what you asked for or signed up for. If you're not happy, then you be the leader. Create the culture, design the environment, bring the group together. Be the leader that you wanted to see that you didn't see. Be that person. And if you be that, I guarantee you, your team will grow, you'll retain customers, you'll have good things happening in your business, you'll be successful. But if you use the excuse, I called it an excuse just now, if you use the excuse, well, I'm not getting the leadership and the support that I need, and you quit at that point, you sit on your hands because of that. You don't do the income producing activities in your business because of lack of support, because your leader just isn't there. Man, if you fold to something that quickly and that easily, it's time to reevaluate. This may not be the business for you. Your income level is determined by what you produce, not what your leader produces.